giddy up, giddy up. Let's go. Let's run to the snow.
Over here. The numbers pretty much as when you came here. Lost one, gained one.
Do we get any like Dornish household guard or anything with us? Like it's like take this with you to protect you.
I know Rosette's bringing some like personal servants for herself.
Well, she's not bringing them now. They will
come
come
later.
to respite when this issue is dealt with.
Sure.
They were not really fit to travel a sort of threatened boneway. It was thought.
So,
place for servant.
Halldamir, who's handling your horse? I mean, how's that horse gonna? Like...
He can just be like tied to the
Wagon.
Just be. Hey, he's cool.
Follow along.
He doesn't mind. In fact, he's probably happy. He's probably happy he doesn't have to carry Alaric to the Boneway again.
I'm happy to walk back into the Boneway again.
Yeah.
At least this time it is not with that thing on my back.
Yeah, it's like hallelujah! I don't have to carry that thing.
Looks so resentful at you.
You can never take animal
That's when the horse burns its dusty.
Just make the wagon fall down a cliff. Just make the wagon fall down a cliff.
No, I mean, the other thing you could always do is spend destiny point. Wound automatically festers.
And so there we were, about to travel onto the boat, right?
You really want to drag this out, don't you?
I mean, it's these long pauses you give us, Manaki.
You leave for the Boneway, and the first day of travel is it's nice enough. It's in the sort of pleasant-ish terrain here out of the Boneway of Winewoods, Wildland. And you do indeed come to the same sort of watchtower, the remains of what was probably much more bigger fortification once, where they really just now used to stock like food and drink for those who might wish to travel through the Boneway for whatever reason. Go away, tree.
Oh, the painting.
Oh no, Tina seems so happy.
I'm so happy because look who we got with us. Medic has probably got to delete it now.
I don't see anything.
Ooh, I don't see anything.
Huh?
I see a sept.
That's all I see.
Oh, don't see the
Lovely looking sept.
I just see the
Oh,
sept.
that's
Sept's gone. Oh, Sept's there.
Oh, that's it.
Really? It's gone now?
It's gone.
Yeah,
now.
it's gone.
No.
Still
That's
left me, but
strange.
I might be lagging.
Just black screen.
And
Wow.
so there we were, traveling along the Boneway.
Yes.
When suddenly, to your surprise, it was a rather peaceful journey.
Aww.
When suddenly there was a peaceful journey.
Remove the fruit basket.
Where's Qualler?
Marlon, no!
He didn't survive.
No! Damn it.
He's flying somewhere.
He died in downtime. That's the worst.
He strangled someone
There we
and
go.
died.
Hi, buddy.
This is the most pleasant Boneway. I must still be on milk
It
with
is
the poppy.
so lush.
That
and
is so
beautiful.
nice. Yeah.
They started to water it while we were down here.
All right. So,
The
so,
monsoon.
there,
Happening, and
so there we were on the green
This is
fields of
not,
the Boneway.
the Boneway yet.
Right,
This
we're
is
on
the
our like
little watch
our
tower.
little way
Oh,
station.
it was that watchtower.
Yeah,
with
it's the watchtower with the
icicle.
guards and the river and the
Oh.
sword of grass.
Oh yes.
And the swimming assassin.
And the
Yes.
swimming.
It was
naked
glorious.
Remember
assassin.
last time you were here? There was lots of delicious water.
What?
That was nice. There still is, if that's what you were asking. It is, yeah. As you sort of come and set the wagons away and whatnot. To, I don't know, approach the place.
Yes. Oh, look at
I
this
saw
thing.
wagons and people and horses.
It's like a bridge.
Yeah, we're all gonna die.
Just because there's a map does not mean...
What the fuck, Halldamir?
Does not mean we're gonna die.
But seriously, where's our people and the wagon and the horses and...
They're with us in spirit.
I'm not
They
satisfied.
left a week ago.
They don't have to be depicted on the damn map in order to fucking exist!
Yes, they do!
Mind's eye, damn it! Like, theater of the mind or whatever, like, it's here, like...
That's
it's
not
like
why
how
we
my...
use map tool.
Tina demands satisfaction.
Well...
Everything needs to be depicted.
Yes.
All right. Well, I suppose we approach the guards. Oh,
We're
hi.
currently sitting on
Oh,
the
there's a man!
sitting on this slight hill here.
It's man.
With the
Yes.
the tower, and they're just sort of sitting in sort of the area and drinking from wineskins with a barrel sort of leaned against the wall here. They seem to be having mighty fine time. Although one of the guards stand up sort of as you approach, walks down. Get back, you're not that important. He sort of raises his hand and says, "Halt! Oh, it's you again." Clan says, "You wanting to stock up for a trip north?"
That is correct.
That's all right then. We'll get to it. So, you're welcome to sit down with us if you want. So, we'll be stocking your thing, so they'll basically begin to go do that. Stock up your barrels fill them with fresh water. Put food and such. Given a sign from Rosette that of course you come from the from House Ironwood, and that sort of just makes them give you what you might require for the trip.
Alice will stay with Rosette and politely talk with her.
Sure. She'll note that this is the furthest north she has ever been.
Oh, girl.
Oh,
Nima will
sweetie.
join them
You
as
don't
they
even-
asked if they have some place to sit. She'll sit.
She was not allowed to ride through the Bone Way by herself, and she never really was stupid enough to actually do that. Yeah, this man will stand. He's dressed in sort of what would seem to be travel garb, sort of leathers and whatnot. Doesn't look very protective. To his side, he has a small shield, sort of maybe even just the size of his hand, and a short blade. This is also there. He sort of gives you a smile and speaks with an accent that I don't believe any of you have heard before. Travelers. It is good to see there are others who wish to travel north. I was waiting for a caravan of just the size that yours seem to be. I hope you wouldn't mind if I tailed along. The road could be dangerous these days.
Oh, that's
He's
a
got still all
metaphor.
women.
My lords, she then bows.
Uh-huh. Well, there you go.
Has he seen the armored mountain? Like, need
Sure.
protection? What?
I think he needs protection
Yeah,
here.
I think he wants
needs
protection.
protection.
Alright, sure, yeah.
Because he doesn't want to travel the Bone Way alone because he's not stupid.
And he's dead.
And so why would you want to travel north then? Good. So, sort of looking at him.
My name is Futio Narazim.
Of
It is
course
good
it
to
is.
meet you. Sort of says and steps up and reaches his hand out.
I guess Dessem looks down at the hand, looks at him.
Looks kind of clean.
Mm.
A little sweaty maybe, but
Dessem will hesitate for a second and then shake his hand somewhat awkwardly.
Sometimes poison.
yeah, he gives you a smile. She looks at the rest of you and says, "And who may I have the
You will just look at
Who may I have the
Alaric.
pleasure of speaking to?
You just look at so Alaric's like, that's whisper, that's racist.
To Nima, it is not a Braavosi accent again.
Yeah, that's because it sounds weird.
I am.
That's racist.
I am Dessem Caladan of Winter's Respite.
Ah, a lord indeed, then. I am honored. I hope that you would not disallow me from following you.
Well, that certainly depends on why you want to do so.
Going north, why wouldn't any man wish to visit the Reach? Felicia smile. I heard it is lush there, much better than here.
That is a bunch of bullshit.
Alaric is completely convinced. This man loves the Reach. He totally agrees that the Reach is brilliant.
I've heard from all the way across the sea that there's women and wines there that you find no other place.
Gonna do an empathy roll here.
Could you just relax?
Sure, you can do an empathy roll. Well, he's being very vague, and that's probably not the only reason he's going north.
Oh, that's what look at him and says, we are.
He seems. It's very hard for you to tell. He seems to either be not really hiding a lot, or just a very good man at hiding a lot.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I could order Alaric to just kill him, and that would be done.
You know, that would be. Yeah. That is kind of unacceptable because he hasn't done anything wrong. But who am I to judge?
I mean, you could just say, "Don't come." No.
You can't come. Is it because you're afraid he'll steal our women?
Yes, like all the foreigners do.
That's racist, but true.
As for my trade, I am a bard of sorts. I travel the land, gather news, and spread it across the nobility in exchange for food and a warm bed.
Does it seem to have
that, I carry messages. And, he doesn't even have an instrument with him.
Mm-hmm. That's suspicious.
Beyond that, I can carry messages across the land or the sea.
So, what messages have you carried to end you up here at the border keep?
Here I am going for many reasons, perhaps. I am here to mostly spread the news to the north.
And what news are those?
It is news of quite something grand. I will tell you more if you sit down. But in short, I brought the message that made Tyrush and Lys enter an alliance. Many people did not like that, as the pirates now can hunt all the ships from Mir without being stopped by the two others. Mir is most displeased.
And this is relevant to the Houses of the Reach in what way, precisely? There seems news that are more important across the sea than here. You seem to be far away.
The people in the Reach trade in wine, the Abba and such.
Yes, but you're on the wrong coast. You should have headed west through Dawn in that case, and not up through the Boneway.
Well, on my way there, I have other keeps I must visit, places I have not gone to. Part of sharing the news is also gathering it.
Well, it's time to enter intrigue. Dessem wants to know, basically, for who he's working and why he wants to go north with them.
Okay. Well, he certainly also wants something. He wants to have protection while he goes north with you.
Mm-hmm.
Could you relax?
No.
Alaric is
no,
always
I'm talking
uptight.
to Alaric. He's like...
He's always
sword.
uptight. He
Yes,
does it in like that
always.
nonchalant kind of way, like he rests his hand on.
I
like,
don't
the
believe
hilt.
it's nonchalant. I refuse to accept that Sir Alaric can do nonchalant.
Everything he does is exaggerated and.
I still find
I
it
roll to
hilarious.
disbelieve that.
I still find it hilarious. He's like, Eva, is he from Braavosi? He talks weird. No!
And then you
Everyone
put
who
like
talks weird
you
must be
put
from
your
Braavosi.
fist the size of a ham
Yeah.
on your sword.
It's true.
From
yeah, I
a
suppose.
distance, Laenys would probably be able to tell that the man's accent sounds vaguely Valyrian.
Ooh.
Oh. Alright, we can trust this man.
No. No, that's not mean you
I'm
can trust
joking.
him.
I'm joking.
So you cannot. All right. Well,
All right, how do you feel? How do you act towards him?
I am suspicious. Is that a feeling I can have?
There's
I mean,
dislike or indifferent, or unfriendly, or malicious.
Or you
depends how
might...
extreme you go.
That's true.
I think Dessem is at this point dislike. Is that the mildest form of?
The example says Cersei feels dislike for her brother Tyrion.
Or it's not that strong.
Because that's the
Yeah, but then there's like
That's,
indifferent, which... I don't know.
that is Eddard Stark is indifferent toward Renly and Stannis.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm indifferent to this person.
Alright.
Won't take risk to help them unless compensated. Well, that's the easy one because there's a DR4 and nothing else to
Yeah.
consider.
Sure.
All right then. I believe status is our initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Status versus status.
Well,
We can of course also try to use the new dice roller.
Yes, there is.
oh
one.
yeah, you guys don't know.
New dice roller.
That is something. Look at that thing.
You have more ranks, so I think you'll go first.
Yeah, I think I go first.
Yes.
Well, in that case, Dessem will begin by basically saying that the party has certainly had some trouble up and down the Bone Way, and that makes them somewhat wary of strangers tagging along, and he would like to know why, like, basically try to convince him to be like, oh, you better come clean here, like your half sung like tales here are not convincing in the least, and I need something more than an alliance between two free cities. Like, come on. Basically
You're
trying to convince him.
him.
Yeah,
Right.
trying to just
Well,
try
then
the
we,
new roller.
Persuasion with convince.
Persuasion, convince.
That is
That's not bad.
that is not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Pretty good, actually. How many degrees of success?
What's your do damage as your will rank?
My will rank is 5.
5. So that would be
That's 15 or 20 damage.
3 times 5 is 15.
Apply DL.
All right. He is still here.
He hasn't broken down.
It's not just
Close.
away and pure
He
horror.
says, well, perhaps I can tell you more if I have your honorable word of protection. I would give this, but then in return I would be considered a friend if I were to tell you such information. My client would surely not want such information to be brought out as to my precise reason for being here. More so, of course, than gathering information. And he's trying to bargain with you.
He wants. At least he's not wanting your shekels. What's your intrigue defense, Jonas?
My intrigue defense is 12.
That's in
One
1
degree.
degree.
1 degree.
Degree.
Which will not do anything with your DR4.
Dessem will counter back then and say that friendship from House Caladan is certainly earned, can certainly be earned, but that is through service rendered to such a house, and can certainly not be extended on vague promises. And again, will press him to be concrete and come clean on this fact. Otherwise, he will most likely be left here and his mission unfulfilled, and that will be very sad for him, no doubt. I guess that's another convince
Yeah,
or
sure.
intimidate, or if he really doesn't want to like be left alone. But I think I don't think it's that.
Let's go convince.
Okay.
You ever see what happened to people who are alone here?
Here is my niece to tell you all about it.
They die. All right. Hillary's answers. I suppose you have some merit there. The intrigue will end.
Yep.
Can't deal with this. Too much.
He lost his composure.
You know, so Alaric and Nima should basically have like
Yeah.
no, just like 10 silver that he'll break.
Within 1 minute.
Says, all right then, as he takes up a piece of piece of paper or a letter, it says, "I am to bring this to the household of Lord Karen."
Oh my. What's the seal on that letter?
It's sort of a weird bird thing.
A weird bird thing.
Yeah, in yellow wax.
Just doesn't know about it.
Something in the back of my mind tells me that we have run across a weird bird thing on yellow wax before. Am I misremembering?
I don't remember
I think
yellow.
you're misremembering. I don't remember one.
I don't remember any yellow birds.
Isn't it like a knowledge check?
Can you do a memory thingy? There is a memory thingy.
This would be actually a more so a, I think. Oh, would that be
Status heraldry or
skill check to know what sort of heraldry would be there? I guess status heraldry could work. You could also probably use knowledge education.
I'll do the knowledge then.
I'll give the status one a go.
All right.
so Alaric has seen a lot of things in his time in Highgarden.
He has. It's true.
Let me. Oh no, I need my token.
And because he was anointed by the Seven, he somehow knows more.
Let's see here, knowledge, and I have bonus die in education.
What?
Dessem is educated.
Don't be preposterous.
All right. Let's see here. Dessem would say you've probably seen this before somewhere. It is certainly related to the free city of Tyrush. Somehow, maybe some sort of merchant house or something like that.
Well, I look at the seal and it says, "Well, that is a rare seal to see here."
I carry many letters, as it is. Simply sending me for one would be a bit of waste of time, wouldn't it? Although I suppose if they pay.
So yeah,
Carry more discreet packages, as it turns out.
So you are more than of a traveling messenger than a bard.
Yes, I take the name by profession in high honor. I tell the news to those I meet, and when I reach my destination, I have found out a lot of new things and spread them around, all the while doing the thing that I'm paid to do.
So what is the particular news you actually are supposed to bring to Lord Karen's?
The news are minor. The main thing is this letter. And, well, the ones that follow. He is a man of, some popularity, he must be.
I suppose so. And your employer? Is he likewise a man of popularity? Refresh my memory of the seal. Taroshi definitely, but...
Yes, I am hired by the Tyroshi council.
When he says
The particular
that...
name of the man who pays the money, I do not know. I do not ask.
When he says the Taroshi Council, would that like ring a bell for Dessem when he looks at the seal?
Sure.
Is that-
Tyrosh is a free city. It has a sort of an archon, which is the leader of them, selected by their council of merchants, basically. Which traditionally there's 11 sort of major merchants who hang out there and who have the council. A remnant from back when they were in the triage with Mir and Lys as well. But that's broken down 100 years ago. So now they only have 11, and they rule themselves.
All right.
They are very greedy. Is Tyrosh style. They love gold.
I love gold. All right. So how long has it been waiting here?
Yes, I have been waiting here for 12 days, I think.
And you said you were waiting for a caravan just our size.
Well, big enough to travel in decent speeds, while not so small that it would be attacked easily.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's turning to the party here. I don't know. That seems innocuous enough. I mean, there is probably something incredibly important in that message, but that's for House Caladan. We can't really.
You can't just tear the seal off.
I have 2 more that are brought to him. No packages this time. That makes it easier to travel. Nothing to be afraid of losing. The letters are here. Taps his pocket. Although I doubt that I was the only man sent. Generally, 3 are sent with different ways to make sure that the messages reach the point where they're supposed to go.
But that cannot be for every message. It must be for something terribly important then.
For the unimportant ones, they would send birds, I think, or for the ones that are easily transferable over such distances. I have been out for quite some time. One sailed to, I think, Old Town. I was asked to travel through dawn. Cumbersome way, but it is free of pirates, at least. I doubt that my messages will actually reach him and be new when they do. Likely someone else has reached it before me, but I get paid either way.
Right. Yeah, I mean, me personally, I'm kind of fine with having him with us. I mean, he's a bit suspicious, but it doesn't seem like he is here to murder us all.
No, not particularly. I don't see an issue.
Unless Dessem picked up on something rather weird while talking to him.
He made an odd sneer halfway through his sentence.
All right, I'll take Jonas's worry-warding angles from Jonas then, since he's not going to adopt him himself. All right, so this individual, at least by his description, conveys himself as a man who gathers news and information and spreads it to other people. You know, information that he might learn across the entire trip, you know, that you might want to have spread, like, say, oh, hey, like House Caladan and House Weinroad are marrying. Information that you might want to learn spread is that, oh, hey, House Caladan is planning to immediately mobilize their forces, hire mercenaries, and move back down the Boneway to attack House Will. Should any stranger be along, any effective communication is going to have to be silenced on that front. I have no qualm with him traveling. My character's 11, and you just really have a fucking opinion either way. She's suspicious of everyone. But seeing as how, Jonas, you didn't want to adopt your normal worrying stance, I'll just go ahead and fucking lob all of that on the table. I'm done.
Certainly an issue, but
It's true. We need to keep the secrecy. If they find out, I mean, it's going to make things very difficult.
How
if we
many
keep him
of
in the
our...
back caravan, I suppose.
Well, all our men probably knows that there's been a wedding.
Not
Yeah.
particularly.
Yeah, so they're
They
probably
would-
gonna...
I
Oh, they
can't- I
were
can't-
married.
Ordinary men know.
Interested, yeah.
We're feasted as well. Well, they went down here for a wedding, so...
Yes.
That's true. Oh, okay, sure.
The actual plans to attack, hopefully they don't know.
They shouldn't do.
I mean, we can certainly refuse him and be like, nah, you stay here. Or we can take him with us and just keep him in, I don't know, isolated in the back wagon and like Nima sitting across him.
I don't
and,
have a
like
problem with
staring at
him coming along. I just want to firmly lay down that just because he seems innocuous doesn't mean he can't do harm.
Right.
Playing devil's
You-
advocate.
even if he means well.
Right. But what would he
You don't want me to
potentially...
babysit him? Is that the order you're giving me?
Yes, and like kill him if he tries to run away.
Okay,
But,
sure, I
Like,
can
write
do
it
that.
down.
but basically, my thought is that yes, he might learn or might suspect that something is up. He might spread that, and that would certainly be bad for us.
It makes things difficult when trying to present our case potentially.
The isolation we could provide him with would keep him away from most of the speculation, especially if we have Nima like hovering over him a bit. And just don't talk to him. Just keep him.
I'm gonna sing the fair and the maiden fair. Don't worry.
So he would learn precious little, except there's been a wedding, and not much more, probably.
Yeah. But then Sir Ryman's probably gonna be quite close to Nalia, so he might just go, it could be them.
Just saying. Even the information that we've had, that if he knows the information of me and Rosette, that is already a huge bit of information, because alliances are big deals, which may make people suspicious on that.
Well, I don't care about that information being spread out. I mean, that's gonna be a thing anyway. Like, by the time anyone would get to be told, like, that we're gonna have the fucking celebration, make it official back home, so that's completely irrelevant. Like, I don't care about him doing and spreading that. I think that'd actually be a good thing. Why not? But I just merely wanted to note that if the group is looking to sneak attack Will, that, I'm just throwing that out there. He's me.
I'll chain him to me, fine. You can do that.
Sure.
Keep a look on him. Make sure he doesn't actually wander around without supervised. Make sure he doesn't talk to any of us.
You know what? He can talk all he wants to Nima, and Nima doesn't want anything from him.
Exactly.
You can't force her to say anything. Or him.
Doesn't even want to sleep with him. What if he attempts to seduce her?
And then what? We sleep with each other, and then what?
Or maybe you tell him things.
No!
Secrets.
You're like, sure, we slept with each other. And then what?
I don't think
people are physically vulnerable during sex. I don't know whether you know that.
True.
I would not recommend having it in a location where we could get shot any second.
Yeah.
Nima has had a relationship with many people with no attachment.
In all of the privacy you'll have along the boneway.
Yeah.
It's
gonna be awkward for everyone else.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Nima doesn't worry about the privacy part, really.
No.
All right. I think we can bring him with us. Maybe we can use his services coming up. If we're friendly to him now, maybe we can use him in the future. That'd be kind of nice. Just keep him not actually talking to anyone.
Yep.
Is it bad that whenever I hear someone use the Raphael accent, I'm like, he's probably a Romanizer?
Well, he is from the Free Cities.
That's true. The Free Cities.
So, what sort of news are there from House Caladan of Respite?
Well, the flax is coming along nicely.
Flax, I see. My lords at home spend a lot of time worrying about such thing as well. Though with the dragon there, they have certainly taken an interest more in the west.
Oh, how so?
They are looking at many things. They have hired the Ebony Blades, and they are traveling with their elephants along the road from Volantis.
Oh, elephants.
We need to get one for Alaric.
What is an
You've heard of elephants, those weird things with tusks and that.
I don't think there are elephants.
Trunk.
I'm pretty sure my character hasn't
mammoths.
heard of elephants. That's,
It's just grumpkins and
I think
snarks and
Nima
elephants.
would have heard of elephants.
Maybe they're not in Braavos.
What?
No, but they talk about
They
everything.
are certainly from Volantis, anyway.
Tell me about the Black Blades, Manaki.
The Ebony Blades.
Okay.
You've maybe heard their name. They're a rather large mercenary company. A couple of thousands from Volantis.